diverse
Quite a
panel
few.
here. More diverse than last time, actually.
You want-
Go ahead, Fresh. You go. You
Okay, ladies have some questions for us here on the panel. First question is, why do women of today think being in control in a relationship is the best way to be?
And you can claim responsibility for the question if you want,
to.
or you can just keep it anonymous and don't say anything.
So again, why do women of today think being in a control in a relationship is the best way to be?
You want to answer that?
I think they're just scared of like having guys be in control because there's no real trust, and I think that, like, for example, their way of thinking is better than our way of thinking. That's what I think, but honestly, it's just like their ego, in my opinion.
You're too polite. I'm really tired, so I'm just gonna say what the fuck it is. Because they're fucking stupid. Because they're fucking dumb. Like,
Stupid.
How dare you?
I mean, name me one civilization that has lasted through time with women leadership. Can anybody?
I could chime in.
Sure.
Sure. please.
Okay, so last time I checked, it was never any real women leadership to begin with.
Okay.
That's my point.
To even lead by example. Not saying women cannot lead. There was no
They
prime
can't lead.
example for leading.
But they can't. That's my
Why?
point.
Why
says
can't they?
They can't.
They can't.
If the mindset's so different, what prevents a woman from leading?
From doing
Well,
it.
because here's the thing. Okay.
So why when men get in a stump, they expect to lean on a women to be providers, and when they're bums and stuff, they lean for the woman to take lead.
Why would you
is
want to
that?
be with a bum?
If
in the
a
first
woman
place?
can't lead, no, I'm not saying for me specifically. I'm saying males, how they depend on women and how they depend on women for financial, emotional support. Because there's some out there. You can see it from example.
course.
It's not being blind.
Of course.
Obviously,
Have
they're
you been
leading.
with those types of men?
Me personally, no.
You
I'm
never
not.
have?
I have.
Who's been with those
when I
types
was
of
like
men?
a kid, but I learned from that.
Okay.
You know?
Who's been with a guy that you had to
Take care of.
pay the majority of the bills and take care of and be a leader?
8 years of my life.
Oh yeah, she complained about it earlier,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would it be fair to say that it simply doesn't work?
It does
doesn't
not.
fucking work.
No.
Thank you for proving my point. That's why women can't be leaders.
Wait, what?
That
They don't even see that I just walked you right into it. I just walked you triggered my trap card.
Oh, wait, you just turn it on.
No,
Huh?
I feel like none of us like want to like inherently feel like that's the right thing to do. But if we really wanted
Right,
to, we could
exactly.
like put our all into it and make it happen. We're still
we just
humans, but
naturally
like
don't feel like we
but
should.
yeah,
so we
no,
don't
I feel
put
like
that
it might
type
be
of-
more. Yeah, it might be more of a struggle for us to do it than it would be for you guys.
Right.
Does that make
Exactly.
sense?
So therefore, you're not built to be a leader because being a leader, you know what the most important thing about being a leader is being consistent
Yeah.
Okay, but
and
why
doing
can't,
it long term.
Can I
Okay,
chime
but why
That's
in?
one of the
we-
most important things.
why can't we both be leaders? Why can't we do it together? Why can't we conquer together?
Wait, two leaders at the same time?
Why can't we we're together, right? So why can't we both be
No,
leaders?
two leaders at the same time.
Guy and girl, we're conquering each other. So why can't
All
we?
right. So what you
both
just
lead?
said precisely proves why women can't be leaders. That makes no sense from a cognitive standpoint. Like, think about it.
You're supporting me and I'm supporting you.
If there's never been a
If
woman leader,
you
how
do
know it
understand that
doesn't
for
work?
there
That's
to
what
be
I'm
a
saying.
leader,
That's what I'm saying.
that means there needs to be a follower. Therefore, if there's both leaders, then no one is following.
following.
I mean, nowadays men are following women.
I don't want to lead.
Every
honestly.
trait.
And where does that let us?
Exactly.
It leads to
Obviously,
frustrated.
y'all don't have enough control to get your men together because all the men are coming to
No,
our
but
side.
to your point, a lot of guys
Yeah.
are not leaders, 100%.
But that wasn't the question. The question wasn't. Oh, can why are men not leading? That wasn't the question. The question was, why do women feel the need to lead? And I'm saying because they're stupid. If you're leading in a relationship as a woman, you're a fucking idiot because you're attractive. More, it's not hard to be attractive as a female. It's not hard to get male attention as a woman. And you can find a guy that could probably do something for you. Is he going to be the most attractive guy? Is he going to be 6'5"? Is he going to have charm and charisma and nice teeth? Probably fucking not. But guess what? If he's a leader, take him. But a lot of women want a guy that has the full package, and you're just not going to get it. A lot of you women don't qualify for the man that you want. That's the problem. If we're going to be all the way honest, your standards are too goddamn high.
Yep.
And also, pick better men, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
8
But the
years.
problem is that they want to be a leader and have all those other things I mentioned. There's a bunch of guys out there that will pay the bills and take care of you, but they just won't look the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
They might not be tall. They might not be super charismatic and funny and charming and all this other shit that women want. But I genuinely believe if you're a woman and you're in a relationship with a guy and you're the leader, you're a fucking dumbass. You're literally a dumbass. And you deserve the misery that comes your way. Just like I would tell a man, if you're in a relationship with a woman and she's bossing you around and treating you like shit, you're a fucking dumbass and you deserve the misery that comes your way because you've basically allowed yourself to be emasculated by a woman, and now she's in her masculine and you're in your feminine, and it doesn't work that way. It's trying to put a square peg in a round hole. It's not going to work.
It's almost like if both parties are getting cucked at the same time.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
So both parties are stupid. It's just that, notice you guys gave me, and I said that on purpose. Notice how I said, you're as a lady, you're fucking stupid. All of them had this reaction. Oh my God. But when I said, if you're a man and you're in a relationship with a girl that's emasculated,
It
treating
was
like
chill.
shit, you're a fucking idiot. Nobody said anything. You guys noticed, I was
agree
watching
with
y'all.
you.
But when I said it, as a woman, you're an idiot. Whoa, what do you mean? But we don't like to tell women the truth that, like, you guys can be idiots too, and you guys do a lot of dumb shit, if I'm going to be honest. Like, if I was, like, I told my sister this shit. Yo, you want to be successful, you want to be a fucking doctor, etc. You better find a fucking guy that's a doctor just like you while you're still young and attractive, dummy. Because when you hit 30, you ain't going to be able to find that fucking guy. And you're like, oh shit, why are you going to say it like that? Yeah, you fucking idiot. This is how the world works. We don't give a fuck about your money. We don't give a fuck about your status. We don't give a fuck about your doctor title. Find a guy on your level while you're still attractive, because when you get older, you're not going to be able to pull that guy. And she found a guy. But if I didn't give it to her straight like that, she would have, oh, I'm going to hold out and find a guy when I'm older and more successful. Fuck no, you won't. He's going to fuck all the nurses and shit. But,
Yep,
you know, you got to
nurses.
tell girls the uncomfortable truth. It's just interesting how when I give you guys that truth, you guys are like, ooh.
I'm curious. When you said women are, well, some are kind of like not smart, how did it make you feel?
I agree, 100%. Because a lot of girls, I mean, I'm not talking about the girls that are here, but from what I've experienced, definitely, there's a lot of girls that try to one up the guy in a relationship. And by the way, I did write that question.
But this was you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
I just feel like in today's day and age, a lot of women feel that the need to one up the guy because of what they've had to experience in the past, as in players or the guy cheating on them, playing with their emotions. So they feel like they have to match their energy now. And it's not helping us because we're not those kind of people. We're women and we're supposed to be loyal. So being loyal as a woman is completely different from a man in many aspects.
Well said.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Anybody else?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure a bunch of you have probably been in a relationship with a guy that was a brokey and you had to support him, and it was probably a miserable experience or existence and you hated it. Yeah, you could do it for a day, for a week, maybe even a month. But at some point, you're going to grow to resent and get angry at that guy. Us, on the other hand, we're not like that. We can provide and protect for a girl, and we're not going to get mad. We'll be like, yeah, it's my girl. It's kind of my job to take care of this girl.
And
Like,
also,
we're not, we don't have that issue where, what I've realized with girls is like, if a girl's like going half with you or sharing her money with you, it becomes a problem after a while.
yeah.
You as a guy though, like if the girl's like hot and not a pain in the ass and you like her, you don't mind spending money on her, but women have a big problem with spending money on you in general, or all the time. That's why if a girl gets you a gift, awesome. But are they going to pay the bills every month? They're going to keep the lights on? Are they going to pay your mortgage? Probably not, dude. And if they do, they're going to treat you like shit while they do it.
Exactly.
So, I don't know. Do anybody disagree with that? I'll open it up for discussion here.
I mean, she had 8 years of it.
Yeah. How was that? 8 years of that shit.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Like, I put up with it for so long because I thought it was my only option until I actually honoured myself and broke away from the relationship and saw what life could offer.
Would you say that you were dumb for doing that?
Stupid.
Not dumb. I tried to maintain.
I tried so hard. I got so far.
Bro, she,
No, I tried to
She wanted
maintain it. And I
The
tried to support
answer
him.
doesn't even matter.
I should hurt her, man. She was
That
like,
shit hurts
"God
to
damn,
the soul, bro.
But it hurt his masculinity that I was earning more money than him. So it made
Yeah.
him feel
Le-
less
lesser
than
than
a man.
right.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? At that moment of time for him, you know why he felt like that too? Because you're doing his role. So by
Yeah.
default, what's he gonna do to you? Cheat on you.
He couldn't do more
Okay,
because
that's
I was doing more.
his place to pick up. Like,
No, but her being that provider in that environment makes
so
him less
what
of a-
do you want? Do you
No,
want a
You're-
woman
you're
that
missing a big
feeds off
point.
of you,
No,
or be a
you're missing a big
provider?
point here. She lost her prime years to this fucking dude.
Yeah.
For real. For real.
That's that.
She won't get it back.
She ain't gonna get that back. She went from 19 to 27.
So basically, he finessed her.
Yeah.
Basically.
Okay,
Yeah, just
so
walk for
So,
life.
so ladies, do you see why now I say you're dumb if you allow a guy to waste your fucking time and you pay the bills for him? Because you guys have a finite amount of time to find a guy.
8 years, my nigga.
That's crazy.
God
I'm glad you found a
damn.
guy now, but like,
For
bro,
now.
yeah, ladies, like you do realize that by like when you hit like 30, your chances of getting a guy like drop off precipitously, right? You do realize that. like being able to find an attractive guy that you want, man, your dreams like drops off significantly once you hit 30? Does everyone know that? Like, yeah, it's just like, so if you're wasting your time with a dude that's not taking care of you, like, what are you doing? Genuinely, what are you doing? If you're with a guy that like is that isn't a leader, isn't competent, etc., what are you doing?
Wasting your time.
What are you doing? Like, on this podcast, like, we give a lot of advice to men, like, you know, how to navigate a dating marketplace, how to find a girl that's worthy, etc., giving her a relationship. But if I was to give advice to women, genuinely, for all the girls that are watching now, because we're getting a lot more girls watching this shit. If you're with a guy right now and you're going half on the bills, or he can't fucking tell you we're gonna go do
There
this,
should
he's not
be-
decisive, what are you doing?
Wasting time.
What the fuck are you
She
doing?
called it.
Because you guys only got really like a prime 12, 15 years. Maybe if you go to the gym, etc.
You had a point?
Yeah, so if you're giving advice to men too, shouldn't there be the advice of you need to step up and stop letting
Of
this
course.
woman pay your bills?
That's why we do our daytime show.
Okay, I
Yeah,
want to make sure.
yeah. We have a whole podcast.
Yeah,
We don't just talk to y'all.
Thank you for addressing
I'd
that.
be bald if I did that. No, we have daytime shows where we talk about how to make money, how to become successful, etc. This nighttime show is just after hours. That's why it's called after hours. But you know, are we gonna reach every single guy? Let's be realistic here. Probably not. Most guys are fucking simps. Most guys think that the female way of thinking is the best way to think. But the reality is, women are attracted to fucking assholes that are sexist like me. I think sexism is good because sexism makes me a gentleman. Sexism makes me realize that we're different. Sexism lets me say, I think I'm supposed to be the leader and you're supposed to follow. You know, sexism is opening the door for your girl, etc. All this traditional stuff that women want, it's rooted in sexism.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, that part.
It's just that they get mad when I say you're dumb if you don't like do X, Y, Z. But it's like that's sexism, and sexism is good. It's good for women. I think sexism benefits women. It doesn't benefit men.
Not really.
It's expensive for us, nigga.
Very, very.
All right.
That's one here. How does a man know when they found the one? And I put the one in quotes, basically. If they lost her, do they take dating the same? So it's a two-part question. How does a man find, or how does a man know that they found the one? And then if they did lose her, is dating the same?
Yes.
Go ahead, Chris.
I mean, there is no one. And if we lose her, on to the next one.
Okay. Simply put. What do you think?
All right. Controversial take here, but I agree with Chris. I don't think there's the one, and I'll tell you why before you guys get angry at me and say that's.
How dare you!
The things that men look for in women are very easy to find. I know you guys are like, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, just be quiet. Don't be a pain in the ass. Don't be a whore. Don't yell. Don't be annoying. Don't embarrass me in front of my friends. Like, men are very simple in what we want, and a lot of girls can fulfill this. You know, so for us, if you meet one girl, right, and she has these traits, etc., but something happens, you can find another girl that has these traits because men aren't as picky as women are. You guys are, I'm assuming all of you ladies here at the panel are fairly picky, correct? So for y'all, there's a one, but for us, there's not.
Ass and titties.
Does that make sense?
Ass and titties.
Like it's very simple.
And mouth.
The more selective you are, the more important it is for you to find the one. Does that make sense?
But do you believe that? Saying you can move on quickly as males, that's normal. But is there a female that you still like ponder over, like think about
For sex.
for sex, or do you miss their company, their presence?
I think that's on the guy. I think a masculine trait as a man is being able to be indifferent to
'Cause
women.
you can still miss someone rather than
course.
it's just you miss the sex, you know?
Of course, but like this is where, as a man, you got to be. It's actually one of the most attractive things that women find as a man is you have to learn how to be indifferent. Like you need to you learn how where you're gonna be the same guy whether that girl stays with you or not. And I think
Right.
that's what women find the most attractive is like, damn, I can't take this guy off his fucking rock. Like if I leave, he's gonna keep doing what he's doing. If I stay, he's gonna keep doing what
Okay,
he's
so
doing.
what makes you think the girl's gonna be different when the guy stays with her, whether or not he's with her or not? Does
That's
that
the point. That's what I'm trying to show here is that women are fairly replaceable and common.
Okay, so
Misogyny.
it's turn it around. What if you're replaceable just as much?
Only reason they can say that because women
Well,
tend
hold
to be
on.
more.
You just said you're
rather than
selective, right?
Moving on.
I mean, the same aspects you brought about were just as selective.
Are you picky with men?
just as much as a guy is.
No, you're not. No, not at
Men
all.
aren't picky.
I
They
mean,
don't
Not
go
at
for
all.
anything.
If anything,
Not
I
at all.
think a woman is less pickier than a guy is.
No,
in my own
opposite.
opinion. For sure.
You're tripping.
I don't agree with
For
that.
sure. Opposite for sure.
I mean, unless you're trying to plow,
Because
like that's
a
different.
guy
but,
will
like,
be
they're
quicker to
always
do
just
a
trying to
one night
plow.
stand than a female.
I see
So
what
they'll
you're saying,
go
but
for
they're still
anything.
Even the girls here are
Yeah.
disagreeing with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, man, OF,
you do
relax.
realize that even like the most selected. I mean, okay. Let's use your profession for example. How do you think you're able to make money as a bartender and being on OnlyFans if men are selective?
Well, I think guys just don't really give a fuck.
Oh.
So then
Isn't that what
your
just-
own
what I just
argument
said?
is done then.
Yeah.
And I think us as women don't really give a fuck either. I'm
Oh,
not
really?
saying
When's the last
that.
time you paid for a pornography subscription?
Ooh.
The answer is never. The answer is never, and it's because hold on, and that's not to shit on you. That's to say that you are selective. You're not going to pay for male porn for what? You don't need to.
Correct.
That's my point. Women are selective.
All right.
So
I
since
see
you
where
are
you're coming from
selective,
now. All right.
by
I see it.
definition, that means you are looking for the one because you are selective. Us, on the other hand, you know, most guys like you know, cook, clean, don't be a pain in the ass, be
I
attractive.
get that. I get that.
Many women can replicate that.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
All right,
let's
that
say
makes
we go to a
sense.
bar, right? And I'm walking in, you're walking in, separately, of course. There's guys there, girls there. Let's say I walk in there, girls are hot. I might hit all of them. You walk in there, guys are there, they might be hot, but some might be ugly. Who are you gonna pick? You're gonna be what? Selective for it because you don't want to fight every guy in there, right?
Correct. But all right, never
Guys are
mind.
I'm just saying,
predators.
though.
It's
I'm
just
just
in
saying.
your nature.
Hey, we'll make it
To be
simple.
honest.
Let's say you got 10 guys that are all attractive, etc., and they check all your boxes, right? Let's say I got 10 girls that are my type, hot, whatever.
Okay.
You're gonna pick the top guy. I'm gonna pick the top 5 girls. See the
All right,
difference?
because you're just horny and we're not.
That's the point.
But that's the point.
That's the
that
point, though.
you are
They're
that
predators.
you are more selective than us. It's built in your biology. How
All right,
many
but what
kids?
if we're just as horny?
That's irrelevant
You
because
still-
when women are horny, I'll tell you why it's irrelevant. When women are horny, they want to have sex with the guy that they're attracted to, that one guy,
Yeah,
and they want to
okay.
continue to have that sexual bond with that one guy. It doesn't matter how attracted I am to you; I'm still gonna want new pussy.
So you're telling
That's
me
the difference.
So you're telling me you fuck every guy that you meet?
Absolutely not.
There you
But
go.
you're saying you fuck every girl that you meet?
Almost.
Yeah.
You realize, hold on, matter of fact, hold on.
Okay, now,
Interesting.
now the
Kidding,
conversation
kidding, kidding.
changed.
Someone gave me an interesting statistic. Something like some staggering majority of OnlyFans subscribers are married men. Did you know that?
yeah.
Mm,
What does that
not
prove?
necessarily.
But a majority are. What does that prove?
The guys are just horny.
They're dogs.
They want. But hold on, horny in what way?
They're just down to.
No, they're
Get it
horny.
going.
They're horny. You're missing a point. For variety.
Oh, for anything.
Variety is the
Not
key.
necessarily variety. They're anything.
Different girls.
Okay.
Versus
yes.
when women are horny, it's like I want to fuck my man. With men, it's like I want to fuck a new
Okay.
girl.
Right.
So anyway,
You got it now.
Yeah, understandable.
no, for real.
Very
What were
understandable.
you saying?
someone
No,
should say something.
I was just gonna answer the question. Like I was gonna say, yeah, they want somebody else, but he already said it. So.
But you know that again correlates with her 8-year relationship because maybe that was some people mindsets rather than moving on. Some people are afraid to move on. They rather stay with the same person that they're still doing intercourse and feelings and everything with, and they bypass the red signs just to stay with that same body, basically.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
comfortability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why like girls have exes and they never leave because
Yeah.
they know if
Type
my
shit.
new guy messes up, I go back to my ex. There's no
and
body
it's
that I'm
like,
losing.
damn, I'm gonna go to the next person so they could F up when the last person probably didn't do as much. So your comfortability is with that last person rather than a
You
male.
just don't want new bodies. That's what it really
rather
is.
than a male who don't give a fuck. Yeah, because it's
Yeah,
like,
nigga, you don't
what's
want
the
the bodies.
point? Like, as a female, I be thinking like, what's the point? I'm finna let you for what? For what?
But imagine,
But not all
But
females
imagine a guy now. That's scary because now, if you have multiple exes, I don't know who you go back to.
Yeah.
We might get an argument. Hey, you know what? Fuck this nigga, man. I'm going over here. So you
Spend 2 days and come back smiling.
yeah, you never know. You never know, man.
I'll go a step further. She's from the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom is a very westernized, feminized country, just like the United States and all the other English-speaking countries. Women are indoctrinated to think that it's okay to be a provider. It's okay to be a leader. It's okay to be a power couple and all this other bullshit that we lie to women. And she, like, I think a part of it, and you can please correct me if I'm wrong here. A little bit of his like feminism and indoctrination to let you think that like it's okay and it's appropriate for you to be a breadwinner in your relationship. And I think that's a